Welcome, everybody. Very pleased to announce our exciting news here at the Boat School regarding our new rebrand.
Yeah, we are super excited about this. This has been a project we've been working on for quite a while here. As many of you probably know, we are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year, which is a big part of the school. And we look forward to having some different fun events with all of you this summer. But it's really important, we felt, to kick this year off with sharing what our new name will be, which will be the Marine Trades Institute. Matt and I thought we would just have a chat with all of you and share what's new going on here at the school and, how this impacts the school overall. So, Matt, what do you think as an alum? How does this impact you, do you think?
Yeah, well, as an alumni, I came here for 2 years back in 2012 through 14 in the 2-year boat building program, which is what it was at that point. And very, very proud to be an alumnus of Great Lakes Boat Building School. That training served me very, very well out in the industry. I would say that the education I got here was second to none, particularly at the time and what the other offered programs were around the country. But I did leave kind of looking for more. I've always been an engines guy and everything like that. I'm still a boat builder. But I had to kind of go and learn the other part of that on my own. And thankfully, I got to go and work at a shop with a boss that was supportive of that and allowed me to explore and kind of self-train and find training and stuff like that. But not everybody has that opportunity. So having the ability to come back to the boat school and assist with not only supporting the boat building program, now the boat building school under Marine Trades Institute, and then also
retain the logo too.
And retain the logo, can't lose the logo, and also introduce and help support now the Marine Service Technology Program, which is now its own school under Marine Trades Institute. I think it really just kind of gives a whole. I think it widens our audience. It allows us to continue doing what we're best at and also expand into new areas as well. So as an alumni, I'm supportive.
That's awesome. This has been a huge project for the entire school, as well as, the board of directors put in place probably 4 years ago now at this point, around the time we became an accredited institution, and our mission changed, our vision changed to be focused on careers. We put in place a strategic plan that outlined a variety of things, which includes growing enrollment. Our plan is to grow from 24 students up to 50 plus students, bringing in additional industry partnerships, so many different things. And, the board really had to assess, what if we've done so much in the first 20 years, what's going to take us to the next 20 years and beyond, which was a really big deal and a huge undertaking for our team here. So as the lead instructor here, what have you seen, or, we've made that soft announcement to the students that are already enrolled in the program. How do you think that's been received?
I think it was received really well on both sides, actually. The students that are in the boat building school were all supportive of it because it's an advantage to them as well. And the students that are in the Marine Service School were very supportive of it. And part of it is, it's just an easier marketing pitch for them when they graduate and they go to employer. And it's actually a better marketing pitch for us too, as I work through industry relations, as you work through, donors and other industry support and legislators and things like that. It's way easier for us to say Marine Trades Institute as the tagline that grabs everybody and brings them in when we can discuss the success of the boat building school and our new success with the Marine Service Program. I kind of likened it to reading the title of the book, and then we can have time to explain the back cover. Yeah. Whereas operating with our grown programs and our plans for the future, we kind of have to read the back cover of the book about, yes, we're Great Lakes Boat Building School, but we also do all this stuff too. That's kind of hard to fit in an elevator pitch. And so to say, hi, I'm Matt, or hi, I'm Nikki from Marine Trades Institute, let me tell you about our two schools, flows way easier, phone, email, interview, and the students like it too. Hi, I'm graduate such and such from the Boat Building School or the Marine Trades School at Marine Trades Institute, and I'd like to talk to you about a job.
Yeah,
it sells way easier.
We've actually seen some very positive impact of this. I don't know if I shared with you. I had a couple students actually come and thank me personally for changing the name, because it does make it for an easier conversation about when they're explaining to their friends where they're at and what they're doing. So that pleased me to hear that. And then Megan's also been on the road out recruiting and talking with CTE instructors, and they've actually said it's the best decision we could ever made. If we want to get more students in our program, it makes sense for what we're doing.
It does. And it still breeds some competitiveness inside the school as well. It's nice because, the graduates of the boat building school are proud of that logo, and they're proud of being from that side of the building. The Marine Service students are proud from being from that side of the building. And the other thing that's kind of been interesting too is a lot of students from the boat building program stay for the second program. So a lot of our graduates now, I'd say probably between 10 and 20% given on the year, have actually graduated through both schools.
Yeah,
so it's an advantage to that as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked a little bit about the rebrand. I know everybody's always interested in what our students are working on out in the shop right now. What are they doing? What's going on the boat building side, and what's going on the Marine Service Technology side?
We have 3 Indian River skiffs being built. All the steam bent frames have been installed as of 2 weeks ago. And they're in the second semester, which is wood composite boat building. So they're kind of shifted off the main projects, and they're working on their composites mock-ups, doing some sciencey stuff. They're testing different types of woods and different types of adhesives, pulling them apart, doing stress testing, which is always kind of fun. Eric's got a big spreadsheet going out there on the board
which he's very proud of too, because he's very scientific. He is.
So the students are really working on that. And then they work on the boats when they have time, outside of their other projects. On the Marine Service School, we're in the middle of semester 2, which is engines and drives. So we're doing a deeper dive into engine diagnostics, engine electrical systems, things like that. Our 21-foot rinker that was donated by Gage Marine. Thank you, Gage Marine. We've rebuilt the engine on that. It's now it was a 5-liter. It's now a 350 overboard 30,000. So students got that all put together, rebuilt that, the entire drive and everything, and they've been running it. They were so excited to run it. They don't care that it's February. They open the door and start it up anyway. So that's a good success for that program. And they're plowing through their ABYC tests. So they're studying for that. Electrical's the next big one. And we actually have a lot of interest from the boat building school on doing the electrical one too, which is kind of interesting because they don't really have time to do that right now.
But we'll add it, right?
We'll let them do it.
Oh, well, you touched on a little bit like Gage Marine and things like that. But one of the roles that Matt's taking on here is a strong emphasis on helping us build out those industry relations. What are some of the relationships that you've been working on and some of the really strong partners that we have already?
Yeah, the really strong partners, I would say Mercury, first and foremost. They've been with us since 2019.
Yes, we have.
Ilmore Engineering, they've been a great partner for us on the inboard product. Volvo Penta is our latest large partner on the engine side for both gasoline and diesel. Dometic has come alongside us, and they've been very supportive with parts and resources, for aftermarket or supplies and things like that. Those have been great. But also on the boat building side, Axel Nobel, they not only provide the program with paint and coatings, they come on site and they do a week-long spray finishing training with the boat building school students
cool.
In our inflatable spray booth, the bounce house as the students call it. But West System Epoxy, Goujon Brothers, they've been with us really since the beginning. They continue to be a fantastic supporter. And they were all supportive of the name change. And one thing that I thought that was interesting too is, not just on the mechanical or the service side, I have a lot of connections on the boat building side too. And I really haven't heard anything other than positive.
Yeah, no, definitely industry thinks this is in our best interest for sure.
And one thing I always like to bring up is, every single wooden boat out there has a mechanical system or an electrical system on it, which is why all the boat building students, or a significant number of them, do stay for that. So, even when I talk to a wooden boat shop, and they're like, "Oh, you guys do that too? Cool. We want one from each."
That's right.
Other partners we have, like Tierra Yachts, they've taken students out of our program for both, from both sides, and have had success with hiring from both programs to work on their line. The students that are there are graduates, are very successful. and our other industry partners like Irish and Gage Marine, and you know, everybody's on board with it. So we're excited because we haven't lost anything, but we've gained a whole nother school. So we now operate as 2 schools under MTI.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for sharing all of that. Like, that's all just fun information, always knowing what our students are up to and doing. So we're really excited about the future. 20 years celebration. You know, I think there was a day when they weren't sure when they started the school what was going to happen. And our founders did an amazing job kicking this school off with significant philanthropy and pushing it to the point that it's at right now. You know, we have growing enrollment. We have a growing campus. We have facilities that are in the works for growth. Almost 100% placement the last several years, accreditation. And, you know, another one I always love to say is our economic impact of over $2.4 million here in the local EUP at 24 students. When we double that, I mean, I just assume we'll double the economic impact as well. So, all of you out there, please take a few minutes. Please share this news, right? Like, Great Lakes Boat Building School will still answer to that, but we really want to start being recognized as the Marine Trades Institute.
When can we get new hats and T-shirts?
Very soon.
Okay.
And what do we call them? They're not relics, the old stuff. What were we calling them? There was something.
Which ones?
The
legacy wear.
The legacy wear. We will have legacy wear here.
Yep. So get them before I buy them all.
That's right. Thank you for continuing to support the school and our students, and we look forward to seeing you soon.